Well, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It is your boy, D-WIZZLE. Thank you, as always, for tuning back into the channel. Man, it feels good to say that again. And yes, your ears do not deceive you. I am, once again, D-WIZZLE. D-Al is no more. No more D-Al Vince. None of that. I'm back to my OG self. So yeah, I have returned. I have come back from my hiatus. I know you guys have missed me. I missed you guys too. Some of you are probably annoyed with how many times I take a break on this channel. I sincerely apologize, and I appreciate all of you sticking with me for all the shenanigans I've been into throughout the years. But yeah, so pretty much I wanted to make a video talking about where I've been, what's going on, what's up with the channel, the rebranding back to D-WIZZLE, what's everything going on with that, what's going to be the future of the channel going forward, and yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be. I didn't rehearse anything. I didn't write anything down, no script or nothing. It's just going to be me and you just casually talking. You know, gonna whatever comes off the dome, gonna tell you. Pretty much gonna share with you guys what I want to do for the channel going forward and all the good stuff and expanding to other things and yeah. So let's get into it. So first things first, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, why did I decide to go back to D-WIZZLE? Why am I D-WIZZLE again? Well, it's not really a complicated um, answer, really. Um, Back when I first retired the name D-WIZZLE, I was thinking to myself, you know, D-WIZZLE's not really like a professional name. Seems silly to say that now, but I felt like D-WIZZLE at the time was like kind of a corny name, and I was thinking with where I wanted to take my channel, if I wanted to, reach out to bigger platforms and stuff like that, I was thinking maybe I should have a little bit more of a formal name, 'cause D-WIZZLE is like for shizzle my nizzle, I've heard the jokes many times before. But that was initially the main reason why I changed to D-Al-Vince and then later to D-Al. I went from Dial to Dial because I wanted to simplify it because most people were calling me Dial. It was hard for the people to remember Dial Vince, and it was already kind of a weird adjusting point for people calling me from going from D-WIZZLE to Dial Vince. So I just went with Dial. Um, but yeah, I to be honest, I miss the name. I do. I missed it for a while now. Looking back on it, I didn't feel like that was a good reason to change it, because I felt like that was a unique name, It gave me a little bit more personality. And looking back at it now, if you've seen, some of the social media influencers out there that have, over the top names and they're very successful, like, Swoozy or I Show Speed, Kai Cenat, other names like that. I could go on and on. So it's like, with me being D-WIZZLE, I feel like, I could still reach the heights I want to with that name and make myself sound more unique as far as the name. But in general, I just miss the name. I thought it was cool. And when it comes to my colleagues and the friends that have been following me for a while, they miss D-WIZZLE as well. And they keep calling me D-WIZZLE to this day. Even though I was going by D-Al, like D-WIZZLE never really left. So and I was thinking, you know, why not go back to it? Um, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna go by, D-WIZZLE. My nickname will be D-Wiz. If people don't want to call me full on D-WIZZLE, D-Wiz. I probably go by that mostly too. But people can call me D as well. Keep it simple. I've always been going by D anyway. So, or If you want to get real personal, my real name, I'm sure people that follow my channel since the beginning, they already know my real name, but I'm okay with sharing this. My real name is Dwayne. Yeah, my real name's Dwayne. Like, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yes. Yeah. That's what I am. So I go by many things. You call me Dwayne, you call me D, you call me D-Wiz, D-Wizzle. All that's good with me. Um, and yes, I'm bald. Yeah, I have no hair. So, um, yeah, that's the new look I have right now. I'm sure, yeah, a lot of you are like, "Oh my God, he doesn't have any hair anymore." Yeah, I'm bald. I decided to let it go. Um, I've never been a fan of having a lot of hair on my head anyway. And I'll be honest, I started getting lazy when it came to what I want to do with my hair. Like, I don't like professionally getting my hair cut because they usually don't do it the way I want it to. So it's like, and also, I'm not ashamed to say this too. Like, you can see right here, my line's not as great as it used to be. So I was just thinking, okay, you know what? I could just shave it off completely, keep it simple. You know, I won't worry as much about presentation whenever I'm on camera. Um, that's another thing. When I start doing more stuff on camera from now on, I know some of you are missing my beautiful face, so I'm gonna try to implement that a little bit more often. But yeah, so that's the whole thing. So with that being said, with me being D-Wizzle, is anything gonna change on the channel? Am I gonna do anything different than what I usually do? No, not really. This is going to be the same channel talking about movies and shows and everything in the nerdy geek culture, all that stuff. So you'll still get your movie reviews, you'll still get your show reviews, talk about movie news, rumors and speculation, all that type of stuff. So that's not going to change because that's what I love. I love movies. I love talking about them. I love debating with people, even enjoy those hot takes I like to give out to people that a lot of people get triggered by. I enjoy that stuff. So that's not going to change. Um, what I will give a disclaimer with, um, well, as far as the live streams that I've been doing, I'm gonna have to take a break on it for a little bit. Not because I don't want to do live streams. I love doing live streams. You guys have followed the channel. I do streams. I've been doing streams for years now with collabing with a bunch of people, and I love doing that stuff. But I had to take a break on the live stream stuff because I had to find another streaming platform for me to use it. Because what I've been using initially was StreamYard, and as far as the features of StreamYard, I've been enjoying it. They have a lot of cool features. You've seen it if you guys have seen my live streams. The presentations I love. It has different features. You can change the colors and the themes, and the music you can play in the background. I loved all of that. The problem is StreamYard is hella expensive. It's gotten so expensive, it is ridiculous. Like, it's gotten to a point where like I can't really afford it right now. There was a time where I was sharing accounts with some of my YouTube colleagues, and it's even gotten to a point with them that they aren't able to share it with everyone. I'm doing collabs with Movie Madness Entertainment and Kingdom of Nerds, you guys have seen on the channel. And yeah, even them, I'm surprised they're still using StreamYard now with how expensive it is. But I've gotten to a point where like, I can't be relying on other people to use the streaming platforms. Nothing personal to them, but it's like I don't want to, be another load for them to carry as far as keeping their subscriptions, whatever. So like I want to branch out and figure out my own way to do live streams without depending on other people. So until I figure that out, it's gonna be a little break on the live streams for now. But yeah, you'll still get regular reviews. You'll still get the in-depth dialysis podcasts. Yeah, that's still gonna be called in-depth dialysis because it still sticks with the theme of D and stuff like that. So that's not gonna change. Um, so yeah, Now as far as expanding, there I do have some plans that I would like to do as far as reaching out to other social medias and stuff like that. I'll say this, the main goal right now is to get monetized. That's my main goal. I feel like once I get this channel monetized, and I'll be able to put more money and resources into the presentation and other things I want to do in the channel and give you guys some more great content, you know? So the main goal right now is to get monetized, not only on YouTube, but I'm also want to get monetized on TikTok, Instagram, hopefully X. We'll see about Facebook as well for people that still use Facebook. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So that means I'm going to try and post more often on all those platforms. So hopefully you will see a lot of me going forward. Um, but yeah, that's the main thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be more consistent when it comes to releasing videos and posts and stuff like that because I know that's been like a big challenge for me over the past few years is being consistent, and that's what I'm going to aim for. I have a wife now that's going to keep me accountable and help me with uploading stuff on a consistent basis. So you'll definitely be seeing more of me going forward. I'm going to try my best not to go on another hiatus unless I have to. I want to try and be a consistent YouTuber. That's what I'm aiming to do. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get monetized on anything is if I stay consistent. So that's going to be my goal. Um, I don't want to make any promises right away because life is still lifing, and stuff happens. I have a personal life just like everyone else has. I'm newlywed and I'm moving again, actually, just to let you guys know. I'm trying to get a better space and, actually get a better studio. Once again, contributing to the presentation and stuff like that. So a lot of things happening on my end, personal wise, but I'm still gonna try and be more of a consistent YouTuber, a consistent reviewer, podcaster. You know, get so you guys get plenty of me. Um, so that's going to be the main goal going into this year. And then as far as new things that I want to do on the channel, um, I actually want to do. I probably want to do some more editorials, actually. Or actually, I haven't really done any editorials on my channel, really. I want to start doing editorials because I've been seeing a lot of video essays, movies and shows and stuff like that. And I really enjoy, like, those like 30, 40-minute videos where they're analyzing stuff and, B-roll and stuff like that. I want to do something like that for my channel. I know it's going to take a lot to record and edit all that stuff and getting past copyright and stuff like that. But that is a goal that I want to do. I want to start doing more editorials. Um, Hot takes. If you guys remember that, I want to start. Want to bring that back from MME. I want to do more hot takes episodes because I know a lot of people enjoyed that, and this is a #1 channel for hot takes because I have the hottest takes when it comes to movies and shows. So I definitely want to bring that back and bring some guests on and have them share their hot takes as well. So I want to bring that back. A new thing that I also want to do is I want to do um, segment videos, long form videos, taking a movie or a show or a concept for a movie and show that didn't necessarily work or wasn't great, and I want to do videos talking about how I would do them, how I would make it better. For those of you who are wrestling fans, you guys know Adam Pacitti, or his YouTube name now is Blanco, where he takes stuff from wrestling or promos or storylines from wrestling, and he talks about how he does it better. I want to do that with movies because me analyzing film and stuff like that. You guys have seen me talk about how I would do certain things better, how I would do character stuff better, storylines, all that type of stuff. So I want to have videos specifically dedicated to certain subjects on how I would do them better. So that's something to look forward with in the future. Oh, another thing, another platform that I want to expand to, a couple of platforms I want to expand to is one is Spotify and the other is Patreon. Now, Patreon, we're not going to worry about for a while because I don't really want to start doing Patreon stuff till I start getting more subscribers and, I'm actually getting closer to being monetized and actually having enough of a viewership where people will want to subscribe to a Patreon. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. I want to get back to the Spotify thing. So I actually want to expand to Spotify. Specifically with that, I think I want to start putting my in-depth dialysis podcast episodes on there. And I think I'm going to have exclusive podcast episodes only be shown on Spotify. So I'm not going to completely make all the podcasts, Spotify exclusives, but there's going to be special ones that will be Spotify exclusive. So that's something that's going to be in the works as well. So you guys, whenever I start up my Spotify um, channel, whatever, you guys have subscribed to it as well. But like, I definitely want to have my podcast be distributed there, and I'm also going to try and distribute my podcast to other audio websites and stuff like that. Like Audible and other stuff like that, where people can listen to audiobooks and other podcasts media out there. I'm going to branch out and see if I could expand my reach there. Um, and speaking of that. I do want to address a couple of podcasts that I already have been establishing, like for instance, the Disney Cast. For those of you who don't know, the Disney Cast is the podcast that I have talking about all the things in the world of Disney, and I usually have a co-host talking about all the Disney stuff with me. First it was Shay, and now it's Cree. We'll see if Cree still wants to continue that with me, or I'll find another co-host at some point. But I want to make the Disney Cast Spotify exclusives going forward. Um, Mainly because it helps with scheduling wise, because as far as the co-hosts that I have for the Disney Cast, our schedules don't line up 100% all the way. So going forward, with Disney films that are new Disney films being released, I'm going to do regular reviews on the YouTube channel here. And then if you want to hear me go more in depth with Disney films and Disney shows going forward, then that's something that you will go to on Spotify if you want the full Disney cast, spoiler filled, podcast that you usually do. Yeah, the Disney cast I think is going to become Spotify exclusives as well. Um, and there's probably a couple other things that I'll probably make Spotify exclusives. Well, I'll inform you guys as we get closer to that when I start to establish all that as well. Patreon, like I said, I'm not going to worry about Patreon for a while. Probably not until, get close to being monetized, or, actually getting more viewerships and subscribers. That's something later down the line probably. But as far as Patreon, it'll probably be like behind the scenes stuff, or I'll say if there's videos that have like copyrights, and as far as footage and audio and stuff like that, I'll probably have video specifically. I'll put that on Patreon. Like, I don't know if I want to do trailer reactions again, but people keep wanting me to do trailer reactions, and I keep telling them that like I'm a boring trailer reactor. I don't know if you guys actually want me to want to see me just you know deadpan watching a trailer. But if I you get enough of demand of it, I'll probably start doing trailer reactions. But the like full trailer reactions I'll probably put on Patreon to avoid the copyright stuff. And I know the people out there are about to be like, you can do it on YouTube. You just got to figure out the edits and around that stuff. Like, you guys have no idea how many times I've tried to work around the edits of the B-roll footage, and I keep getting copyrighted. And I just don't want that hassle. I don't know what magic that these editors are doing for other big YouTube platforms where they're able to do trail reactions without getting blocked or whatever. But I just don't want to deal with that headache. That's why when trailers come out, I just discuss what I see in the trailer. I don't actually show myself watching it too, because like I just don't want to deal with the copyright. But maybe with the Patreon and not having to worry about the copyright there, I'll probably do that there. Also, I want to bring back commentaries because I actually really enjoy doing commentaries. Like that's like early in the channel, like D-Wizzle classic stuff. I can't believe I'm actually going to be naming that. Like 2018 to 2019, 2020, I would call it the D-Wizzle classic era. But but yeah, I did a couple of commentary stuff. Um, and I enjoyed that stuff, but that's another issue I've been doing with copyright and stuff like that. So probably on the Patreon, I will put I'll put commentaries on there, exclusive commentaries on there. There's definitely plenty of them that I want to do, and there's definitely some guests that I want to have on to do commentaries too. Um, but yeah, those are my immediate goals for um, D-Wizzle going forward. And once all that gets established, I want to do even more. Like I want to start two or three other channels too as well. Um, I miss talking about wrestling. I'm a big professional wrestling fan, and I miss it, man. I miss discussing it. You guys have followed my channels in the beginning. I did start doing um, wrestling reviews, excuse me, on my channel, and I stopped doing them because I know the algorithm on YouTube is kind of weird, and when you have a bunch of different things going on the channel, it's hard to get certain things on the algorithm. So I just wanted to keep consistent with one or two things. But I miss talking about wrestling, man. That's part of my blood, almost as much as movies. So I don't know going forward because like I don't want to wait too long. I didn't. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to wait too long to start talking about wrestling again because I've been going back and forth. I've been thinking like, should I start doing some wrestling stuff here and there on the main channel D-Wizzle again, or should I start a separate channel, just having it be a wrestling exclusive channel? I'm going back and forth because I see other YouTube channels that talk about multiple things, including wrestling, like World of Geekdom or Geekdom 101. There they talk about movies and the pop culture and politics and wrestling on the same channel. So, and it's worked pretty well for him. So I'm thinking, could that be a similar thing for me? Um, I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want me to start doing some wrestling stuff here and there again on the main channel, I will. Or if you guys just want me to just wait till I do a separate wrestling channel, then I'll do that. But I definitely want to talk about wrestling again, so that's something I'm going to be working on in the near future. And then I want to do a personal channel, just a personal channel following my life. Probably will be more of a loose, more fun channel. Probably do some, I'll probably talk about, I don't know, music, talk about pop culture, talk about, um, maybe I'll get into a little bit about politics, food, family life, married life. That's probably what I'll do. I'll make a personal channel for that. I like to do that in the future. And then I want to do a gaming channel. Um, I have a long ways to go when it comes to getting that up and running too, but I definitely want to do a gaming channel as well because I love gaming. I haven't been able to play the game consistently as I used to, and I want to get back into it. I started buying a bunch of games recently. I got a PS5 finally. I got a Switch. Definitely gonna get GTA 6 whenever that comes out. Probably in the year 2089, something like that. but um, but yeah, I definitely want to start a gaming channel because I have some YouTubers friends and other personal friends that are into gaming as well, and I definitely won't want to put that on one of my platforms. So that's a lot of things I have planned for D-Wizzle and onwards. Now we'll see where life takes me. We'll see how everything goes. Like I said, I don't want to make any promises because every time I do make a promise, stuff happens. So I don't want to give you guys like too many um, broken promises, false hopes. But those are the goals that I would like to have going into this year. You know, I believe I can get there. I believe I can expand, to all the stuff that I want to. And hell, like if I get enough stuff monetized, start getting enough revenue in, there could be a point where I can make this full time, and you'll definitely see plenty more of me going forward. But it's going to be a process. It's going to take time. I know it's not going to be like instant success. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of sleepless nights. It's going to take, just going to take some time. So I'm definitely dedicated to making all that happen. But like I said, we'll see how where life goes. But definitely that's where I'm aiming for in the future. So hope you guys are in for the ride with me. I hope you guys stay stay on the D-Wizzle train. I appreciate everybody for supporting what I do. I hope everyone's excited for me to be back to being D-Wizzle, and if not, you missed the owl. I totally get it, but I feel like this is something that I want to do for a long time, and hopefully it will take me to take me to heights that I haven't seen. Um, but yeah, that is my rambling on about what's going on with me and the channel. Um, Once again, I'm D-Wizzle. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys haven't already, please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I know it's been a while since I posted stuff, and YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. So just make sure that you are subscribed, and if you want to be notified on future videos I'll be doing, please don't forget to hit the bell as well, because I know there's some people that aren't getting notifications with my videos too when I was active. So yeah, just make sure you guys are subscribed, and if you enjoy what I do, please, you know, do all the stuff that you guys do. Like the video, comment. I love the engagement. I do read all your comments as well. So, I love the engagement that I have. So, appreciate you guys for tuning in, listening to me rant and ramble. And yeah, looking forward to giving you more of what you love, which is talking about movies and shows, nerdy geek culture, and everything else. To infinity and beyond. That was a corny thing to say, but I said it anyway. But I will see you guys soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.